Hello everybody, Weeb here, and welcome to my look at the new Hogwarts game. It's funny because about not that long ago, maybe even like a week, I had just done the state of play, had just said that, it was okay, but it was lacking like a really big title. I felt like I kind of came away from it a bit empty. And then lo and behold, not that long after, I learned that there was going to be this state of play focusing on this new Hogwarts title. And I've been looking forward to this game for a while. At least from what I saw, it looked like it was really cool. And keep in mind, that was like a long time ago. It was just like a small glimpse. So I'm really looking forward to this title. I'm really looking forward to the trailer. And I just hope that it's like a really big game that doesn't even focus on any of the Harry Potter stuff. I'd be totally fine with that. As long as it's set in that world and you get to like really explore and do all these things you want and stuff. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I think would be cool. So without further ado, let's dive in and let's look at that trailer, shall we? Alright. Warner Brothers Games, pretty cool. Don't know who's actually in charge of this. I don't know who the studio is. Just thought about that. AVALANCHE. Okay, don't know AVALANCHE from anything. Don't know if they have any prior titles. I would have to look into it. Alright, PORTKEY Games, Wizarding World. Alright, so I remember there was like a small trailer, like a little teaser. Okay, let's see. Alright, so the visuals look pretty nice. I really hope it does look like this. That'd be really cool. And that's a nice shot right there, where you can actually see like the castle in the distance.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Alright. Cool so far. Hogwarts Legacy. That's what it's called. I was forgetting. I'm like, it's the Hogwarts game. Hogwarts Legacy. That's right. Alright.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. You're a new student at the famed school of
This looks really
wizardry,
nice.
with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding world. But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want to be.
Alright, pretty cool.
When you arrive at Hogwarts, you will be sorted into one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin.
I wonder what it bases it on.
Dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates in the common room.
Is it random? Or is it actually based on something, I wonder?
Catching up to do, as you were starting Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So you are the new student.
You'll begin your studies attending Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Herbology, and Potions classes, to name a few.
Oh, hello, class. Please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Oh. Alright, so in every book, the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, something bad happens to them.
You may begin.
Is this old lady gonna like die by the end of the adventure, I wonder? Because like something bad always happens to the DA teacher.
Not bad for a beginner.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this
Yeah, of course Snape isn't the
Here,
teacher
you'll meet your
yet, because this is supposed to
professors
take
and
place
learn to
before
cast
all that.
spells, grow magical plants, brew potions, and more. In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries.
Yeah, this looks really nice.
You'll discover dungeons and secret passageways, as well as challenging puzzles that will require magical skill and a clever mind to solve. You may even find yourself in iconic locations you've never been able to explore before. It's the late 1800s, so while the common rooms and classes may be familiar, most of your professors will not be. However,
Yeah, I was
you
finding
may
that out
recognize
earlier.
a few faces.
All in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win them over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
You'll come to know this eclectic group of talented witches and wizards in class and while completing side assignments that are part of a special curriculum.
That's
One's
pretty cool.
designed to help you catch up with the other 5th years at your own speed.
Lumos.
Opportunities for adventure abound in the area surrounding Hogwarts. The magical abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat he really
So
is.
goblins are like the antagonists here? Interesting. So no dark wizards, none of that yet.
Hogwarts
Interesting.
loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force, powerful goblins, and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals. In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? Are you not telling me?
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just yet.
Let's go.
Is there gonna be all sorts of different locations? That's kind of cool. I was kind of under the impression it was just like on Hogwarts ground, you know? But if there's gonna be all sorts of different locations, that's actually pretty cool too. Although I wonder how big the areas are. You know, I wonder if these other locations might be a bit smaller. Like Hogwarts is like the hub or whatever. I also
Enemies
really
possess
wonder.
unique defensive and offensive abilities, including blasting curses, stunning spells, enchanted weaponry, and more. While some may attack directly, others might enchant and incapacitate you. Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes.
The combat looks really
Counterattack
interesting.
with powerful stunning
I was gonna say, how does it
allowing
work
you
when
to
you're like
follow up with
surrounded by
extended spell
enemies? Like, how do you like not die? You know what I mean? Because you get attacked from all sides. Like, I really would like to like try the combat myself. You know, because it looks
Students who
really
become
crazy.
particularly adept at spellcasting will find many ways to exploit their enemy's weakness.
Dang, that's badass. You can just like disarm him and then use it against him. That's cool. Yeah, see, combat is what I'm really interested in. Because combat looks like it's
Slam
so.
with Descendo.
There's like so much going on. It's so crazy.
Roast with Incendio. Devastate your enemies using various finishes. You can even use the mysterious, powerful magic your professors do not understand to obliterate your strongest foes.
Oh, for a moment I thought they were gonna say you
Mixing
can use
and
the
matching
curses
dozens of
that are like
spells will let
outlawed.
you
And just,
define your combat
you know, I thought they
style.
were gonna say like those forbidden spells. But no, it's like you have like your own magic apparently.
On
That's
your
cool.
path to become the ultimate duelist.
Yeah, that's crazy. You can just like wreck people. That's so cool.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills to aid your progression as a wizard. Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants, and potions to increase their power.
That's
Decide
cool.
which talents best fit your playstyle to allow you to focus on your favorite types of magic.
Yo, just be like a
You can
stealth
also
wizard
loot,
the whole time. That'd be
buy,
cool.
Or craft your own magical gear that will increase your offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
Damn, this is like really in depth, huh? Like, they've really gone all out with this.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue to further your magical education at Hogwarts, progressing your development as a witch or wizard. Brew potions that can increase your power when you need a boost.
Yo, that'd be cool if you can make that
Deploy
one.
magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay.
It'd be cool if you could make that one potion from the books, the lucky one, I forget what it's called, the Felix something, and just be like super like lucky and like avoiding everything. That'd be like super legit if you could make that.
In class, you will learn about a variety of magical beasts you might encounter, both at school and as you explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely.
Learning and mastering broom flight is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
Oh, that's cool too. I was wondering if you just teleport everywhere, but...
You're despicable.
Some abilities may be taught to you by students who become your friends. As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions.
Give me Persona style S-Links. That'd be cool.
You'll learn their stories.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks. Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
But what happens now?
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules,
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
is Sebastian Sallow, a charismatic Slytherin.
We've been over this, boy. Grifflefigs cannot reverse a curse.
With a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students and more as you explore common rooms, hallways between classes, and regular gathering areas.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
I don't know what you would use it for here. Let's see.
One of the most remarkable secrets of Hogwarts is known as the Room of Requirement.
Oh, I think this is where you sell your stuff
You're
up.
introduced to this space that seems to sense what you need and then provides it for you.
That's cool. Looks like this is your hub, which makes sense because your room would be like
Since you
way
need
too
to catch
small.
up to your peers, the room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants, brew potions, and upgrade your gear.
That's cool because it gives you a space to do like whatever you want. So that's pretty cool.
A house elf named Deke helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it? Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize this space to reflect your personality and magical specialties.
Nice. It is the part I'm wondering, because I know a lot of it's like on Hogwarts, but it shows different areas, so...
You'll want to visit the nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade, where loads of shops and vendors can provide you with the supplies you require.
Damn, like how big is this game then? Because if I have to go to different areas, like jeez, man.
To seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear. But Hogsmeade also has its dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards, emboldened by the turmoil of the times, wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them or defeat them. As you explore, you'll find the world surrounding Hogwarts is alive with activity, wonders, and areas of unusual interest. As the school year progresses, dynamic seasons and climates will fill the sky with lightning or sunshine, or coat the ground with snow or rain.
Dang,
Unique
even that?
visiting hamlets pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents who have stories to tell, and missions with which they could use your assistance. Be on the lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin himself when he was a student at Hogwarts.
Hey, Merlin, that's cool.
Magical beasts roam the lands outside the castle walls. Some have been corrupted by a mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the Room of Requirement. But there are dangers beyond your understanding in the world as well. Dungeons and vaults hold perilous threats and also untold rewards. Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path.
Yo, can you imagine if it was kind of like
Master spells.
Knights of the Old Republic?
Friend,
You can just choose to be like
Journey
the dark
across a
side.
landscape
That would be
you've
actually kind of
never
pretty
seen
legit.
before.
That'd be cool.
Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world.
Dang, dude. That's
Here.
crazy.
In Hogwarts Legacy.
Alright. Damn, dude. Holiday 2022. So later this year. You would think maybe it's still a ways off, but I guess they've been working on it this whole time. You know? Okay, so I think that's going to be the end of it. Let me... Alrighty, guys, and I'm back. Basically, the video was about to start repeating, so I just stopped it, you know, put that to the side, looked at some comments, you know, etc., blah, blah, blah. I am here now, and oh my god, that game looks incredible. Like, I really hope it's not the sort of thing kind of like Cyberpunk, where they're, like, really hyping it up, and when you play it, it's just a dumpster fire. I would be, like, really disappointed, because this looks really good. Like, this looks incredible. It almost feels like it's too big. You know what I mean? Like, it has so much going on. I don't know. Like so one of the things it reminds me of, interestingly enough, it kind of reminds me of Bully. If anyone's ever played that, you know, it's an old Rockstar game. You know, back when they used to make more games than just GTA. Bully was a game where you were at a school, and yeah, you could, like, take classes and do, like, mini games and stuff to, like, you know, boost, like, your stats and stuff. But then there was all sorts of, like, side missions, people you could romance, all sorts of things, right? It was just, like, a huge open sandbox type of game. And so in a way, this kind of reminds me of that, because I've never really seen a game with that much of a focus on, like, a school, you know? Bully's, like, the last thing I can really think of. So in a way, it kind of reminds me of Bully in that sense, where you are a student. So you're taking classes, and you're interacting with, like, students and all that good stuff. And then the other part of the time is that you're exploring and doing all these missions and doing whatever you want to do. And that's where it really makes you think of, like, you know, all sorts of stuff, you know, like Final Fantasy 15 or a bunch of MMOs, that sort of thing. But I mean, it just looks so huge. Like, Hogwarts itself looks like a huge location, and then it also kind of, like, you know, peels it back to be like, oh yeah, explore the rest of the world. Like, you can go to the town of Hogsmeade, and you can explore dungeons, and there's obviously places that have to do with the story, that those are different locations, like that, like, cliffside house or whatever. So it's just crazy. This game looks like the scope is huge. And not only just in the terms of locations and what you can do, but, like, the spells and the way you can upgrade your stuff, and, like, I don't know, man. It almost looks like an MMO in terms of how much things there are to do and how much different mechanics it has. So, clearly impressed. Like, this looks really good. I would be excited to check it out at some point, you know. And I don't know, it just looks incredible. Like, whoever, like, is behind this game, you can tell that they really, really thought, okay, we have the IP of Harry Potter. Let's use this to its full potential. And that's the other thing I was going to say. I like that it doesn't, even though it's in the world of Harry Potter, I like that it's not tied necessarily to anything Harry Potter related. Like, none of the teachers are the same. None of the characters are really the same, you know, except for, like, a few, I guess, recurring ones, like ghosts and stuff. I like that the story has nothing to do, from what I can tell, has nothing to do with Voldemort or any of that stuff. I don't know. I just think it's cool that we're in this world, but we're not shackled down by any of the existing, like stories and stuff. The fact that it can be, like, its own thing looks really cool. So, I don't know, guys. There you have it. I think this looks awesome. I think it looks like it's really fun. I really hope that the game is what it says it is. Like I said, I hope it's not a total flop, like something like Cyberpunk that promises a lot and it's a total disaster. It's coming at the end of this year, which, wow. I mean, I guess they've been working on this for a while. All I can say is that, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think it looks really cool. And I don't know. We'll see how the game goes and if it does well and all that. If you guys are excited, let me know in the comments below. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't know, man. I'm just blown away because they showed a lot, and it looks like it definitely has potential. So, all right, this has been Weeb Rabbit. I'm out, guys. Bye-bye.